Hello, Danielle.
Hi, Daniel.
Oh, you're on mute. I'm gonna.
Hey, sorry.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Lindsay Rothschild, and I'm the chair of the appointments committee. And this is Erica Flood, who's on the appointments committee. It's just the two of us today, I believe. So I'm going to call this meeting to order right at 3:30. And the participants in this meeting are gathered remotely during the COVID-19 pandemic as a result of an executive order by Governor Baker on March 12, 2020, allowing us to do so. And we can't approve any minutes today because we don't have a quorum of people to approve them. So we only have one order of business, and that's your appointment. Daniel, thanks for showing up.
Absolutely. Yeah, my pleasure. This is great. I appreciate this a lot, actually.
Cool. Did you send the mayor like a letter or resume or anything?
Yeah, through Jeff, I believe I sent the formal application form, and then I did write a full page letter, just kind of, giving a more intimate look of, what I kind of basically the three questions that you provided are pretty much what I had covered in that letter, and just coincidentally. And then I did provide a resume as well. I thought that it would just show some professional experience that is pretty applicable.
If you can, since you're on your computer, if you could forward, usually all that's forwarded to us, but for some reason this time we just got the application.
Okay.
Is it possible? I figured. Yeah, I figured you're on the computer.
I'm going to be looking at my other monitor for a second.
That's fine.
Totally fine.
Yeah, we're chill here. We're just. For some reason,
Okay. What's your email again?
It's I'll put it in the chat. Oh, there's no chat. Like L Rothschild.
Oh, came right up. Here you are. Okay,
good.
Got a little Google.
Yeah.
All right.
It knows all, it remembers all. Right. And I'll forward it to Erica as well.
Perfect.
Well, it's going all around the city before it gets to me. Anyway, we can just start and then we'll go back to that. Hold on a second.
Daniel, do you mind just kind of outlining a little bit what was in the letter and what some of your professional experience is while we're waiting for the email to come through?
Well, I thought we'd just go through the questions and then we'll
okay,
me.
Perfect.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what our questions are anyways.
All right.
So, Daniel, number one, why are you interested in serving on this committee / on the planning board?
All right. Well, first, the town's always kind of had my heart. I really am a proud citizen, and I've been here for 8 years now. And I don't know. I wish my friends and family could chime in here because I feel like I never stop talking about how great it is. And anytime I go on a date or something like that, I always make it a point to bring the prospective woman to our town to just show them and how great it is. And that I'm full of pride. And I think there's really no better place to live at least for me personally. So for that reason, I want to give back in some way, and would be excited to have a say or be able to share some my skills to maybe make it better or shape it in some way. And I guess in a more like meta or macro sense, I want to do something with purpose, while I'm here on kind of Earth, right? So I think doing something like this would leave kind of a mark. It would be productive with my time. It's something aside from just like, what would I do on a Tuesday or Thursday instead of these meetings, or, what would I be doing? I don't know, like watching Netflix or something. This is much better use of my time here as well. And honestly, I want to do it because I actually think I can make a positive contribution. So I do think I can help, and I think it would help everyone. So if I didn't think I would be good at it, I wouldn't have stepped up. And so I guess
is there a reason?
Three biggest reasons.
Sorry to interrupt. Is there a reason specifically the planning board?
The planning board, yeah. So I have my mentor of many years is Chris Cockshaw, and he's on the planning board. And actually, it was his idea. At first, I've never really been involved in like local governments or things like this. And he's been talking to me about it for a couple of years now. And he actually, picks my brain on certain things. And actually, I think some of my opinions may have already been voiced through him, through meetings, because my background's civil engineering. So a lot of the road projects and the development projects and some of the circulation and the restriping and parking and all of those issues, I've actually told Chris some of my opinions on them, and I can't speak for it. I believe he's used some of my ideas, but so that's why specifically planning board, it's just where my skill set lies in kind of civil infrastructure. And I guess that's about it.
Cool. Do you want to do the second question, Erica? Do you have it in front of you?
I don't have it in front of me.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell Daniel, I'm taking minutes, so I'm also looking on another monitor just so that you're aware of.
I won't take it personally.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
She's writing a short story right now.
Yeah, I talk a lot, so I apologize.
No, it's great. It's good for the minutes.
It's good, yeah.
So Lindsay, if you wouldn't mind reading the question.
Sure, I don't mind. And I still haven't gotten the email. Oh, did you? So if you happen to, you can check again on your Google. It might just be, traveling to Western Mass and back, to the Berkshires and back. No, just kidding.
Yeah, it says it was sent, so it should be there soon.
All right, we're on Microsoft, so in what ways do you see yourself being able to contribute to this committee in terms of your professional and personal experience and your perspective and skills?
Yeah, so I'll kind of touch a little bit on, but from a professional standpoint, I do have a bachelor's and a master's degree in civil engineering, and my master's degree specifically in transportation and traffic. And I know Chris said that was a skill that was not well represented currently, and there's a lot of traffic to do with a lot of the current plans and developments and roundabouts. And we've got the one on Ferry Street that is amazing. I thought that was well executed. And then there's one right by my house at the middle school and on Park Street there, like 10 houses down from me. And that one's going pretty well too. But those are things I could easily weigh in on without much effort, and just at least make sure that whoever we're hiring is on the right track, or provide some comments or feedback. So just that background in civil engineering, and I'm a licensed professional engineer also. So I have that going for me, I guess. On top of that, I feel like I'm a decent communicator, so I can get my thoughts and ideas out well, which is important, because if you can't communicate them, then and they're locked in your head, then what good are you? Really. So I also have a lot of experience working with other people, working in teams. I can understand balancing different personalities and respect other people's opinions. Pretty open-minded guy when it comes to those sorts of things. So I seem to get along well in that kind of team and group environment, and kind of add more synergy instead of kind of putting sand in the gears, so to speak, because you do need the right people with the right personality as well. I get that. And I'm not extremely young. I'm in my mid-30s, but I think I do have kind of a voice for the millennial and maybe some of the Gen Z generation, generally speaking. So I know we need to balance the needs of the whole spectrum of the community when it comes to these kind of designs, everyone from an infant to someone, later in life. But I could at least, that's my demographic, and I hang out with, people younger than me, some people older, so I can provide a voice, or at least understand where the headspace is of that kind of a demographic. If it's not well represented already, there's an opportunity for that as well. And that's about it.
That's cool. I have a follow-up question. I'm also on the Public Safety Committee, and I've actually been getting a lot of emails lately about pedestrian safety in our city, and I was just wondering, is that part of like in your knowledge base of traffic and thinking about pedestrian safety, pedestrian ways planning?
Yeah, so that's not far off. That's certainly within my wheelhouse. I don't have direct, I can't say, hey, I worked on this project or but I have all of the textbooks and all of the resources, and it wouldn't be foreign to me because pedestrian is a mode of transportation. So there's things that people don't consider like traffic calming. So a lot of people focus on just the actual person crossing the street or the person navigating the town, where you can actually focus on the other aspects and focus on basically realigning your streets or the biggest and most popular form of traffic calming are speed bumps. That's a form of traffic calming, but there's ways you can plant or put planters of trees that force cars to kind of chicane through an area, which naturally slows them down, which naturally provides a safer passage for pedestrians. There's obviously detectable warning systems in terms of flashing lights, signing and striping. That's all very common stuff. But yeah, it certainly wouldn't be if we had a very specific problem or a specific proposal, that's something, hey, just give me a few hours to do the research and I could wrap my head around it and provide some insight on it, or at least validate or question an idea being presented.
Cool. Thank you. And our last question, of course, I have so many windows open. I just got your email, by the way, and I forwarded it to Erica. What are ways you engage with the Easthampton community now in terms of volunteerism, school involvement, social media, just cultural events, just how, what's your,
Yeah, so unfortunately, the school involvement, I wish I had kids and family. It's not in my current life, so I don't have those kind of opportunities to kind of integrate with the community. But in terms of all the social events, I go to all of them and have for years. I actually throw a big brunch at my house for Cultural Chaos that brings in my friends from all over New England.
Great, what's your address? No, just kidding.
Yeah, it's Park Street, right across from the Galbraith Fields, the track and field, kind of the top of the hill up there. But yeah, I go to all the art walks. I do the Winterfest. I love the Winterfest, and on top of that, I mean, I'm just out pretty much every day walking my dog through town and going to kind of rotate through the coffee shops on Sunday mornings, go to Mount Tom ice cream all the time. I mean, I guess I'm just kind of a good patron and beat the streets a bit. I'm also a marathoner, an avid runner. So I'm literally on the pavements, on the sidewalks, on the bike path daily, year round. And I go through Nonotuck Park again several times a week, and I've even been known to keep the trails clear and maintained. Just out of the kind of kindness of my heart, to kind of hike with a packable hacksaw and just clear fallen trees and maintain those trails, because I like to use them for running and mountain biking myself. And I'm also an avid trail runner, so I host groups up through the Mount Tom area. And I have trail running groups go up through there that I host. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's basically it. I do what I can. I'm always out and about, and anytime I can experience something locally within our city limits, I do. And so I try to bring people in as much as possible, so. That's basically it. And then this was actually, I wanted to volunteer, and I looked around a bit too. And because Chris was mentioning this to me for years, this kind of was where I landed, where if I'm going to volunteer my time to something, I thought this would be probably the best or my first choice. And then if it doesn't work, I'll look to find something else to do. But yeah, I did want to pitch in and give back a little bit too. And that's kind of why we're meeting today. So.
Great. Do you have anything else, Erica?
I don't think so. They're very thorough with your answers. Thank you so much, Daniel, for that. And thanks for your efforts to bring people into the community. That's always awesome to hear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's natural. If I don't like something, I'm not a fake person. So if I don't like it, I have a hard time, advocating for it, whether it's the town or really anything. So I really do love it. I love it here.
And the planning board, can take up a lot of time. So it sounds like, you have time to dedicate perhaps. So you understand that the time commitment, the planning board can have those long and interesting meaty meetings.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm a busy guy and I have a busy schedule, but when I'm able to prioritize things as they arise, and this is something I feel that's important, and it is a commitment, but it's a few times a month, or maybe at times a little bit more than that. I don't think that's unreasonable or unaccommodated. I don't think it'll be an issue.
Great.
Might have to skip a run or something.
Cool. Do you want to make
So I would make a motion to recommend Daniel Hartman to the planning board with a term expiring December 31st, 2023.
Great. And I will second that. So this is all in favor.
Aye.
Erica, Lindsay, yes. So moved.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you for coming, Daniel. And just so you know, the next step is we have the full council meeting on Wednesday. And at that meeting, we make a recommendation to the full, we tell them our vote that we recommend, we're recommending you for this appointment, and then the full council votes on it. And then it goes back to the mayor's office, and then they reach out to you. So it moves from there. So part of us inviting people so we can learn about you, but also so you can learn about the city processes and kind of how things, do you have any questions?
Yeah, no, I noticed there was like a flow chart that described the process too. So that's how I understood it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Great.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and thanks for coming today and giving us the opportunity to get to know you a little better. It's really great when people show up and just have this brief conversation with us. So I want to thank you for your time.
Yeah. This is actually really fun.
Yeah, I'd also say, because being in this situation, we meet different people going into different committees, and a lot of the different boards and committees can tend to be a little siloed. And just like, with planning, so many that the Commission on Disability talks about could overlap with, so I would just encourage you with, and it sounds like you're networking and out and about, and when you meet people that, that you bring their ideas and perspective into planning, and, try to cross-pollinate whenever you can, thinking about the other resources in the city. So. Yeah,
that's a really great suggestion. That's a great point. Yeah, I'll try to be mindful.
Planning touches everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, have a great day.
Yeah, you as well. Up. And Erica, thanks again for everything.
Yeah, you're welcome. Great. Enjoy the day, Daniel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, ladies. Take care.
Take care. And you want to make we don't have to do anything else. Yeah, make a motion to.
Yep, I will make a motion to adjourn.
And I'll second that. And we're all in favor, I think.
Aye.
Yeah. I will stop